Ever heard of an invincible anti-gravity aircraft? While this sort of technology sounds too good to be true, this technological marvel that looks like it stepped out of a fictional movie truly exists as a secret project being developed by the United States. With its out-of-the-world capabilities and unique design, this aircraft continues to amaze the world, pushing the boundaries of what is thought possible. What is the inspiration behind this project? Are there other secret projects under development? Join us as we explore the mind-blowing details of the secret anti-gravity aircraft that no man can detect as it gets demonstrated by the U.S. Army. Area 51 is once again doing what it does best, the creation of secret aircraft with designs and capabilities that the world has never seen before. If you're wondering what this Area 51 is, let's clear any form of confusion. Area 51 is a top-secret facility in the Nevada desert that is owned by the United States Air Force. This facility is officially called Homey Airport or Groom Lake. The Air Force and CIA got the site in 1955, mainly to test the Lockheed U-2 aircraft. While the activities that are carried out in this facility are regarded as top secret, keeping them from the public's curious eyes, the Air Force maintains its narrative about this secret facility being used as a training area. People believe that it is used to develop and test new planes and weapons. The extreme secrecy around the base has led to many conspiracy theories and stories about UFOs. While Area 51 has not officially been declared a secret base, all the activities carried out there are highly classified. The base's existence was often doubted in the past until the CIA confirmed its existence in 2013. After documents about it were declassified due to a Freedom of Information Act request filed in 2005. Some people claim there is an underground train system connecting different places, a hidden airstrip that only shows up when water is sprayed on it, like the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland, and technology that comes from aliens. Also, in the 1950s, civilian aircraft flew below 20,000 feet and military planes up to 40,000 feet. The U-2 flew much higher, above 60,000 feet, leading to more reports of UFO sightings. Most sightings happened in the early evening when pilots flying west saw the U-2's wings reflecting the sun, making it look like it was on fire. Many reports went to Project Blue Book, which looked into UFO sightings. The project checked flight records to explain most sightings, but could not tell people the truth about what they saw. Veterans who worked on secret projects like Oxcart at Area 51 also agree that their work caused many of the UFO sightings and rumors. The engineers of this mysterious place made themselves known again when a Pentagon spokesman announced the creation of new anti-gravity engines. Such high-profile news could not go unnoticed, because scientists already have prototypes of fighter jets flying on these engines. Imagine you were told that one of the mysterious objects spotted in the sky is actually a modified version of the TR-3B, popularly known as the Black Manta. This aircraft, with its unique design, was once mistaken for a genuine UFO crafted by humans. But it is more like a celestial aircraft carrier. Picture a triangular aerospace platform stretching an impressive 620 feet in length and spanning 330 feet in width. It's a fascinating piece of technology that still sparks curiosity and wonder till date. The Northrop TR-3A Black Manta is a secretive spy aircraft that people say belongs to the United States Air Force. It is rumored to have been made under a secret project. Some believe that it is a super quiet spy plane with a special wing design. Some say it was used in the Gulf War to help other planes target bombs with lasers. But there's not much proof that the TR-3 exists. Some think reports of triangle-shaped UFOs might actually be this aircraft testing new technology, or that TR-3 might just be an update to an existing program. This aircraft's strange but unique shape was not chosen by chance, as it makes it completely silent thanks to the use of unique aerodynamic technologies. The engine of the Manta uses mercury, which is pressurized under high pressure using nuclear energy to create acceleration. As a result, a specific zone is formed that creates an anti-gravity field around the aircraft. The engine works using a special coil that makes a force called electromagnetic drive. This force interacts with something called the Higgs boson field in a really tiny way. If that sounds confusing, don't worry. Just know that it's really cool. Thanks to this engine, the anti-gravity aircraft does not use conventional turbine or rocket accelerators. Instead, a propulsion system is used that creates thrust by generating plasma. The folks at Area 51 started working on this technology in the late 1900s, after World War II. They were part of a secret project called Operation Paperclip, aiming to stay ahead in technology. So the United States has been studying anti-gravity stuff for about 70 years. Now we're seeing the outcome in the Black Manta project, especially its engine. Why is this engine so special? Does it give big benefits? Absolutely. Anti-gravity is super interesting for both the military and scientists. For instance, using electromagnetic force, you can make an aircraft weigh nothing, boosting a fighter jet speed to over Mach 5, which is more than 4,000 miles per hour. In addition, the anti-gravity engine does not emit any noticeable noise, and as we know, stealth is the main weapon in our time. According to experts, the Black Manta can perform high-speed maneuvers, including perfect right-angle turns and hyperspeed along all three axes. No wonder NASA, the U.S. Air Force, and Lockheed Martin have invested in this technology. However, there is a bit of mystery in this story. In the early 90s, a Chinese-American physicist, Ning Li, published a series of controversial articles that highlighted the theory of anti-gravity. At the time, there was no close attention to her, and the media ridiculed her theories rather than showing real interest. Then, 10 years later, in 2001, Ning Li got called to the United States for talks and got a contract from the Department of Defense to test her ideas, which is actually very strange. What is more weird is that in 2004, this physicist vanished without a trace. Of course, this sparked a lot of conspiracy theories and some questions like, where did she go? What were her anti-gravity theories about? And are they linked to making the Black Manta? We're being asked. Unfortunately, there's little to no hope of getting the answer to any of these questions. While the existence of this TR-3B is yet to be confirmed, let us check out a more down-to-earth fighter, even though its cost makes people feel like their money's disappearing into thin air. It's a $16 billion upgrade for the F-22 Raptor, which is still in its testing right now. The Raptor fighter aircraft completely changed history and tipped the scales of power with its futuristic designs. It did not just fight in battles, but also started a whole new era in air warfare. When it first showed up, it was so different that every advanced country tried to figure out how to beat it, but they couldn't. With each upgrade, the Raptor just kept getting better and better. The F-22 Raptor is a fast, stealthy fighter jet that was developed by Lockheed Martin and Boeing for the United States Air Force. It was part of a program called the Advanced Tactical Fighter, meant to be the best in air battles. But it can also attack on the ground and do electronic and intelligence stuff. Lockheed Martin did most of the building and assembly, while Boeing helped with parts like the wings and avionics. The plane took its first flight in 1997 and was called F-22 or F/A-22 before officially being named F-22A when it started service in December 2005. Even though the Air Force planned to get 750 planes, they only made 187 because it cost too much and there weren't many air-to-air missions. They also had the F-35, which was cheaper and could do more things. The last aircraft was made in 2012. Even though it had some problems at first, the F-22 became really important for the Air Force and will keep being a big part of their fighter planes until they replace it with a new one called the Next Generation Air Dominance Fighter. The Raptor is a really advanced fighter jet called 5th generation, but the Air Force sees it as 4th generation in terms of stealth technology. It's the first aircraft to have super cruise, super maneuverability, stealth, and integrated avionics all in one. This makes it great for tough missions, like attacking enemies or defending against them, especially in places where it's hard to fly safely. Its design is a mixture of being hard to spot by radar and flying exceptionally well. Its wings and edges are smooth to make it less visible on radar. Also, the wings look like clipped diamonds and blend smoothly into the plane's body, which has 4 tail surfaces. The parts that control how it flies include flaps and ailerons on the wings, rudders on the tails, and moving tails for stability. When it needs to slow down quickly, the wings and rudders move in different directions to create drag. Because it is meant to fly really fast, the shape of the plane follows a rule that helps with supersonic speeds. Most of the plane's insides are in front of its wings, and it can carry weapons inside to stay hidden. It can refuel in the air and has retractable landing gear and an emergency hook. Plus, it has systems to put out fires and make sure the fuel stays safe. This advanced fighter is powered by not just one, but two Pratt & Whitney F1-19 engines that are close together and can change the direction of their thrust by up to 20 degrees. These engines are controlled by a digital system and can produce a maximum thrust of about 35,000 pounds each. The aircraft's power-to-weight ratio is nearly equal to 1 when using maximum military power and 1.25 when using full afterburner. The plane has special air intakes to help with airflow at high speeds. Without any extra stuff attached, it can go up to about Mach 1.8 with just the regular engines, and over Mach 2 when using afterburners. With its fuel tanks full, it can travel over 1,600 nautical miles. This fighter jet can fly really fast and at high altitudes, which makes its sensors and weapons work better and helps it stay safe from ground attacks like missiles. It can fly at supersonic speeds without needing extra fuel, so it can reach targets that other planes can't. Also, because it carries its weapons inside, it can fly faster and farther compared to other fighters with weapons attached outside. It can fly at Mach 1.5 at 50,000 feet, which means its missiles can reach targets farther away. Its structure is made from strong materials to handle the stress and heat of flying really fast for a long time. Its design, along with its powerful engines, allows it to move really well and store a lot of energy during its flights. It can handle forces up to 9 times the force of gravity at its maximum weight during takeoff. Its big control surfaces, along with some special parts that create swirling air, help it fly well even at high angles. It can also fly at angles over 60 degrees and still be controlled, doing moves like the J-turn in Pugachev's Cobra. The plane's computerized control system and engine control make it very safe and easy for the pilot to fly, even in tough situations. Let's now look into the details of what the $16 billion was spent on and what exactly was changed during the largest scale reconstruction that has been going on since 2018. First of all, the developers put efforts into making sure that the stealth technology is better. The new FE-22 has special hidden fuel tanks and sensor units that help it be even stealthier. Every part of the Raptor is designed to scatter radio waves, making it hard to spot. It also has a special coating that absorbs radio signals, keeping it hidden from electronic spying. This helps it stay invisible to enemy missiles. But that's just the start, because the next big thing is how fast it can go. All of America's manufacturing power was used to make the F-22 better. While it does not have an anti-gravity engine yet, it got the most powerful regular engine ever made. Just upgrading the engine system cost the United States $10 billion, with a lot of that money going to the General Electric company, which has already changed how planes fly, making it even better. This renowned engine company has recently successfully demonstrated an advanced jet propulsion system that allows accelerating both fighters and missiles to hypersonic speeds. Simply put, thanks to the new engine, U.S. fighters will be able to reach speeds of more than 2,250 miles per hour, perhaps even without an afterburner. Imagine what the invincible Raptor will be capable of. Definitely, this technology has single-handedly reshaped modern warfare with its mind-blowing capabilities. Speed in any weapon is a factor that is powerful enough to decide the fate of any conflict, because flying fast in combat helps deal with threats quickly, get into fights, and most importantly, get out whenever needed. This speed, along with being invisible, makes it like a ghost in battle, unseen and quiet until it's too late, and the damage is already done. At the same time, the afterburner of the Raptor generates more power than the legendary SR-71, which, by the way, is the fastest aircraft in history. It was also developed as a secret project based on Lockheed's A-12 spy plane in the 1960s by Lockheed's Skunk Works team, led by Clarence Kelly Johnson. The shape of the SR-71 was inspired by the A-12, which was one of the first planes designed to be hard to spot on radar. At first, the plan was to make a bomber version of the A-12, but they ended up focusing on making it a reconnaissance aircraft instead. The aircraft was also bigger and heavier than the A-12, so it could carry more fuel and have a two-seat cockpit. The aircraft was equipped with special tools for its job as a spy plane, like sensors to pick up signals, radar to see things on the ground, and a camera. During missions, it flew really fast and high up, so it could outrun or avoid any danger. If it detected a missile coming, it just sped up to get away from it. After each mission, it needed a lot of time for maintenance before it could fly again, so it only flew about once a week on average. There's a new drone being developed by Lockheed Martin called the SR-72, expected to fly in 2025. As of 2024, the SR-71 still holds the record for being the fastest plane ever, a record it set in 1976, beating its cousin, the Lockheed YF-12. Enough of the SR-72 and back to the formidable Raptor. The Raptor got several improvements, especially in areas of intelligence, data transmission, and control technologies, which cost a mind-blowing cost of $3.5 billion. In addition, there were laid out plans to install a modernization to launch a new unique missile on this particular aircraft. But so far, the missile is only being tested, and very successfully. Over the past month, the United States has been testing a new hypersonic weapon that is unrivaled. No other technology similar to it has ever been developed. The United States Air Force recently conducted a test launch of the AGM-183 rapid response aircraft weapon over the Pacific Ocean. The launch was conducted from a B-52H Stratofortress bomber off the coast of California. This time, after the missile separated from the aircraft, it reached hypersonic speeds, 5 times more than the speed of sound. Then the missile successfully followed the specified trajectory and hit the target. The data shows that every part of the test was successful. The AGM-183A hypersonic missile is a big deal for the U.S. defense. It's made up of a missile that's launched from the air, powered by solid fuel, and has a hypersonic booster with a rocket engine called Tactical Boost Glide. It's worth noting that this engine is the same one used in the new F-22. This missile was meant to be the first hypersonic weapon used by the U.S., but after some failed tests, people were unsure about its future. But now it gives the U.S. special and unmatched attack abilities. The AGM-183A's technology is built from the Common Hypersonic Glide Body project, which aims to create a missile that can attack any target and get past any air defense system. And it looks like they've succeeded in reaching that goal. Right now, the best defenses can only stop missiles going up to 3,000 miles per hour. But guess what? The AGM-183 moves at a faster pace, which is over 4,200 miles per hour. This exceptional speed makes it impossible to stop. That aside, it is really precise and strong. The plan is to buy at least 8 complete AGM-183 prototypes. They will go through flight and combat tests, and then they'll be put on the updated F-22 Raptor. With these missiles, the enemy won't even think about being aggressive, and it'll make a big difference in politics. Thanks for watching. While you are still here, click on the link on your screen to check out another of our videos. See you there.